Kantara means Zindagi Na Milega Tumhara. I mean, I get where you're coming from, but it's just... I used to have a really tough time wearing such clothes. But like the character demanded something like that, and the character, the so-called boldness they talk about, it's a character like that. And they thought, what was this girl doing? She's not there in the film. Why did she show so much? I didn't show anything of mine. That really hurt me as a person, and that's when I decided I don't want to do Malayalam films at all. Because I was very young and like I was very fragile and I was so depressed. I never knew what depression was. I was very depressed. I have to do my best bit. I'll do everything that's possible to make a career or like make a name for myself here, and then I'll go back to Malayalam. That's only when I'll go back to Malayalam.
Hi Anupama.
Hello.
It's been a long wait, isn't it, for you? Because Paradha was ready about a year ago, and then there were quite a few considerations on what could be the best release date, and things kept getting pushed. Yes. How do you stay focused and balanced during that kind of a situation?
For me, I mean, generally it's not a big task because I'm doing multiple films at the same time, but it's for the producers and the director, it actually is a burden. But this time, because Paradha is a film where my face is seen, and it's just my responsibility, and it's like my first ever female centric, I don't like to call it that way, but like the so-called female centric film that's getting released on big screen. So the responsibility has been like really huge. I've had like sleepless nights thinking about the release and being disappointed with the change in the release dates and all of that. So this time it was like kind of tough, but generally I'm a very chill person. Like I don't just take things to heart much. Like, be it success or failure, I just deal with both like the same way. Like, it's all about me doing my best for a film and then not disconnecting from it. I do all my responsibility and then understand whatever the verdict is, I understand it and I just move on with life. That's the kind of person I am.
Is it also a sense of relief that finally you're inching towards the release date?
Yes, it is. And it's on a special day. It's Chiranjeevi Garu's birthday.
Okay.
That's supposed to be a lucky day, and then we are very, very, very happy. It's like, I don't think I've been this restless about a release of my film ever. So this is that kind of, not even about Premam. Premam also just, like, I was scared of how people are going to like see me on screen and they might not like me and all of that. For this, I feel the most prettiest and I feel the most beautiful in this film and in the character that I played for the film, and we are actually pretty confident about the film, so that we can't wait for the audience to watch what we have made.
Okay, a couple of months ago, Praveen is around, still here.
Oh God. So, I can't say bad things about Praveen now, no? Because he's around.
So he told me that the ethos of the film is something like a road trip, but think of a Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, which meets a Kantara kind of a cultural rootedness.
He's done that. Like, I think day before yesterday, we were sitting and giving an interview, and that's when he said this thing for the first time. Like, he's told me it's like a travel and a folklorish kind of. He used to say some other term, I don't know what it was, some genre, some kind of genre he used to say. But now this kind of comparison, this is the first time we heard it, and me and Darshana, we flipped. Like, we were like, Kantara means Zindagi Na Milega Tumhara. I mean, I get where you're coming from, but it's just totally like for the audience who listen to it, they're not going to make sense out of it actually. But it's actually, like, you can understand, like, probably with the journey, like when you watch it, you'll know what Praveen was trying to convey. But,
okay, but how would you describe it if I were to ask you what kind of a film this is?
I don't know about Kantara. It's a film. I cannot describe the genre of the film, but I can just probably tell you the feeling that you might have while you watch the film or after you watch the film, like what it made me feel. It's like there is the movie Highway. There's a feeling that you have. When you think about Highway, there are certain frames and certain things, the vastness and all of that you just feel about the film. And there is Rockstar. Like, I'm not saying it's like Rockstar, but I'm saying there's a kind of making that film has, like, which is very unique from the typical film movie pattern, It's very different from that. If you've watched the teaser of the film, if you've watched, there's a video of me saying Paradha Lamma Paradalu, Rangu Rangula Paradalu. They released it on my birthday, I think. it looked very, very different. You know, it's like when I was a child, there are certain films that I remember, and I used to feel like, okay, this is another world. This is a fantasy world, like, and these are different people, different kind of people, which I can never meet them. But I wish I was there in that world to see how it looks. So this is a movie there's a film called Guru and all.
Yeah.
Guru, Malayalam film it is, and it's a very beautiful film. It creates a world, and you tend to believe that world. So we have tried to create a world, and like luckily, when I watched it on screen, I kind of believed it. Being an actor and being a part of this film, even after that, I could feel that. So I think that's the best part of the film. So it gives you a feeling that it's not like normal film. It's not a normal film. It's a special film, and it's not an art film.
Yeah.
It's not a totally commercial mass masala film, but you have elements of both.
Okay.
And that is something I can promise you.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, what would you like to say about the collaboration itself? Because there are 3 women in this film.
Yes.
All the 3 characters come from very different backgrounds.
Yes.
There's you, who comes from a very fictional village, kind of a rural background. And there's Darshana, who's like a modern young Indian woman of
Yes.
today.
Yes.
And there's Sangeetha, who brings in her own sense of maturity
Yes.
and all that. How did the 3 of you vibe together on the sets, and how much of the film has all of you together?
The shooting of this film was really difficult because we had to travel a lot, and then through a lot of hurdles. Like we were shooting at Manali, we had to wrap the schedule because I fell sick, and then we had to just after months later, like we had to shift it to Dharamshala because Manali had some flood and things were not right there, and then we had to shift it to another place. It has been like 3 years journey together. 3 or 2.5, 3 years journey together. And I don't know, the first day we shot was in a room in Manali, and that's a scene between 3 of us, and it's a scene where the chemistry should be established. Like that is the scene where people know what these people are and how these people are with each other. We don't know. The connection was like instant.
Okay.
We did that scene and we knew that this is going to be good. This movie is going to be good because the entire flow of the film is about these 3 characters and their connection with each other and their connection with themselves. So it was very important to get the right people, and like Praveen must have figured like Anupama is right for this character, Darshana is right for this character, and Sangeetha ma'am for Ratnama character.
Yeah.
But how we don't know what magic happened where 3 of us together has like the best chemistry that I've ever experienced in my life in movies.
So you didn't have time prior to that particular
No, we didn't have a workshop
shot.
or anything for
Okay,
that. We just had a photo shoot
Okay.
where I tried my get-up, she tried her get-up, and then we spoke for like few minutes and that's it. Directly we met on sets and then we started shooting. So the connection was instant, and I just really loved working with them. And probably when you watch the movie, you'll know it. There's this, like it's very rare for people to explore this women connection, you know. It's never explored much. And even if when they've tried to explore it, it must have been very surface level, you understand?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but this is not that. This is beyond all of that. You know, you really root for 3 of the characters. That doesn't happen in a film easily. So this film, we hope that happened, and yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but even as a film unit, I think Praveen's unit has quite a few women in different departments,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Does it make the working atmosphere even more comfortable, or does it not matter to you?
Yes. It brings a lot of difference. You know, generally when we walk into a set, I would be there, and my hairstylist, because she's a woman, she's also going to be there. And the rest of the entire crew would be men.
Okay.
And I'm not saying it's a bad thing,
Huh.
but for a film like this, having like so many women around you, and it feels more comforting, and there is like, I think Praveen is a director who wants to listen to more perspectives about his movie and life. So for a director like that, he would take input from everyone.
Yeah.
So my costume designer was a girl. There were so many, there were ADs and people, girls working in different fields. Our DOP is like a woman. Like she's Mridul Sen. Yes, Mridul Sen, and she's done a fantastic job. So it's more about they understand what a woman is and what she must be feeling through something. So when Mridul captured it also, it had that feeling in it, that soul in it. So I really felt very, very nice walking into that set, listening to women, just talking to them. We have all become like friends, and more than me, Darshana, because I was ill and I had issues with my health. More than that, Darshana felt like a family. It is her first film, and she felt like a family. Like there were so many people around her, constantly comforting her. She was making friends with everyone. When I felt sick also, there were people around me comforting me. So it felt really, really nice. And it felt more like some trip or like workshop or something like that, not like a movie shoot. It felt like that for the first time.
Is it also easy to put forth your thoughts, or like see the way you interpret a character or a scene, or to say that this girl, I think in this situation would react this way, or she wouldn't say something like this? When you have that kind of a conversation, is that also easier to bring it up in such an atmosphere, such a set?
Definitely, definitely. That's what I said. Praveen is that kind of a director who like doesn't consider his film as just his. He gives importance to the entire team, where everyone's opinion matters. And he there are not just when we were shooting, but way before that. Once I read the script and I heard the narration and I committed to the project, there used to be times where I would be like really, what do you say, in situations where I can't even I don't even know why he's calling, because a director wouldn't call like a heroine just before the release like very often. So he would call me and randomly he would say that, see, there is one scene, no, after this I've added something to it, like some modifications has been done, like it's improvised this way. What do you think about this? Do you think Subbu is going to say this, or Darshana, Ami's character is going to do that? And he would ask my opinions constantly. And that's like the biggest strength, that shows how much confidence the director has in the actors and how much he believes in the actor. So when there is a trust that he shows in me, that's a responsibility too. So when he's constantly thinking about Subbu, and I was also constantly thinking about Subbu, and even now I'm thinking about Subbu. What can be done for Subbu? So that kind of an exchange of like opinions constantly happen, not just with me. I am sure he must have done that with Sangeetha ma'am and also Darshana. So that has added so much more to the movie. Like what you read in the script is just 50%, but rest of the 50% or beyond that happens like on set. That magic happens in set, in the set, no? So that has happened, yeah.
Okay, you've had a great year, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of reinvented yourself with Telugu Square. The way, I think prior to that, you almost got slotted in that girl next door kind of roles. Did you want to like step back and say, no, this is not the only thing I want to do. I want to try and do something different. Was that a part of the
Definitely, that's a part of that. But Telugu Square had like a very strong character, and like it's not like Chumma, one commercial film that the girl comes, dances and goes. It's not like that character. I'm not saying that characters are wrong. Those characters are wrong. But it was not that one of those characters. I think I was nice in Telugu Square, where it is not at all. The character is extremely opposite to what I am in real life. I wore like extremely uncomfortable clothes. Like we used to have I used to have a really tough time wearing such clothes. But like the character demanded something like that, and the character, the so-called boldness they talk about, it's a character like that. And if you've watched the movie, you would know what I'm talking about. So it was a very, very difficult decision to make. It was very tough. I was really hesitant for the longest time, and then I don't know, there was this moment where I had to decide what I had to do, and then I decided to do it, and I'm happy that people liked it. There are so many people who hate me for doing that movie, or like I constantly get messages and like I read comments where people say that they don't like what I've done in Dundoo. But that's a part of this, like I respect their opinion. I'm really trying to do films like Paradha, but Paradha wouldn't have happened if I wouldn't have done certain like experimental things in my past.
Okay.
Like Paradha came to me because I did Freedom at Midnight. That was a short film.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a really huge step in my career.
Yeah.
People didn't want me to do it. There are people who judged me for the teaser of that because it had the F word in it. They judged me for that and said, what kind of nonsense is she doing? But when it came out, people enjoyed it, appreciated it so much. So every movie that comes in your life has a reason to it.
Yeah.
Tillu has a special place in my career. It was a milestone, and probably because, you know, like, it's very sad to say, but though our intent is to do good characters, good movies, most of the time hits matters. You need a hit, or else you can't be an actor. So you will have to do certain films for the commercial perspective, and also that was a perfect balance between a commercial film and also where I could perform. Like, I was there almost all scenes in that film. Where does a girl get to play a character where she's there in a commercial film like that?
Yeah. And I think even within that framework, you managed to choose well, because, you know, you were a part of Dragon as well.
Yes.
That is also not like a walk-on part and all that. And then now Janaki versus State of Kerala in Malayalam. So do you find yourself picking and choosing very selectively, saying, you know, what is it that I really want to invest my time into?
Yes, I am very picky about my subjects. Earlier, I wouldn't get too many options to explore me as an actor, but luckily after Freedom at Midnight, there are directors who come up with like extremely unique kind of subjects, things that give me sleepless nights and excitement, like how it did in the initial days of my career. But I lost it somewhere.
Yeah.
Initially, when I know I would be so excited about a scene and I wouldn't be able to sleep because I'm so excited that I can go to a set and just do certain things. But then midway I lost it somewhere, and luckily after Freedom at Midnight, there are subjects that come to me from which I can pick. Like, I can pick my roles. That's like a great thing, no? That's the best thing ever. It's not like whatever they give I do. It's like I can pick. So I really enjoy that, and while enjoying it, I'm very responsible about the films that I'm doing right now, because whatever I have battled for 10 years and I've earned, I don't want anything to damage it anymore. So I am very particular about the characters I'm doing. I think beginning of that is Paradha, and there are a lot more films, very experimental films, like everything very unique and, you know, different for me. People might not have seen me in those kind of characters. I'm very fortunate and lucky that I get that characters, and I hope audience like it and appreciate it too.
It's been 10 years since Premam, isn't it? Did you enter the industry with not knowing really how the journey is going to be like, or did you have a sort of a rough idea of a game plan as to what to do?
I was a stupid, naive girl. I had no idea about what cinema is. I'm telling you, like, I don't even think I have a video of me before Premam.
Okay.
Like, I might have had photos because my father used to click pictures and all of that, but like, since my father left to Qatar for his work, since my 4th standard, I don't have many photos, or like, I don't have a video of me before Premam. Even if I want to go and watch, I don't have it. So I was that far from this, and I was a girl, I was scared to dream. I mean, I was from a very lower middle class family, and I know no one from film industry. The first ever experience where I got to experience or explore acting was when I joined a theatre club for kids, Inner Space Theatre, a little theatre.
Okay.
And I did a play there. That's the first time I experienced theatre or acting, because till then I was not the class topper, so I never got to play dramas because I can't mug up lines. So that's what they called. That's the criteria. You have to be a class topper to be a part of a drama, because you can mug up lines.
No, but you need to understand, isn't it, to be able to do
No, but that is what? That's basic.
Yeah.
It's so basic. What acting is, from their perspective, was so basic. So I never got an opportunity. I was always pushed into music or dance or something like that. Never got an opportunity. I wanted to, but then when I was 16 is when I did this theatre, and that's the only experience I have in acting. And then I got auditioned for Premam. I got into the movie. I was a young girl, 18-year-old girl who don't know what it is and what to talk. I was that. Luckily that movie did well, and but like I've said before also, I was not very happy after Premam. Premam, people would think like, oh, she's the luckiest girl in the world. I am the luckiest girl in the world. But did that make me happy? No. I was criticized a lot, and I thought I would never do a Malayalam film after that because of the criticism I faced after that, because of it's not because of, I had nothing much to act in that film. The promotions were done around my character. No one knew there were other characters in the film. These were things that I didn't choose for myself. It was the choice of the team to do such things. But when they saw the other characters, they thought, what was this girl doing? She's not there in the film. Why did she show so much? I didn't show anything of mine. I didn't do any of that. That really hurt me as a person, and that's when I decided I don't want to do Malayalam films at all. Then. Because I was very young, and like I was very fragile, and I was so depressed. I never knew what depression was. I was very depressed. That's when luckily I got like a call from Trivikram Garu, and then I was like, you know what? I have to do my best bit. I'll do everything that's possible to make a career or like make a name for myself here, and then I'll go back to Malayalam. That's only when I'll go back to Malayalam.
Okay.
And now, 10 years later, really grateful, really thankful, and I'm proud of myself.
Really looking forward to Paradha and whatever you sign up next, because I think you haven't signed up a Telugu film after this, no?
Yes, I am doing so many films. I completed a film with Prashant Verma Garu.
Okay.
And that also, it's been some time. That's also a very experimental film, so that is done some time back. And then that we are done with the shoot of that film, and we'll release the film like soon, probably next year or sometime. And then I am doing a film with Sharvanand Garu and Sampath Nandi Garu, and Kishkindapuri is releasing soon. And then there is another film which I can't announce now, which I did one schedule already. And then there are multiple Malayalam films that I'm doing, so I have been doing good. Like, yeah.
That's lovely, but we are waiting to watch Paradha on
I am
August 22nd.
also waiting for you guys to watch Paradha.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you so
Anupama.
much, Sangeetha.